I'll be showing you step by step how to add an FAQ page to your Shopify Dawn theme. To do so, we'll be using a completely free app, as this really simplifies the process, and I'll be showing you everything step by step here. To set up our FAQ page, we'll be using an app called D::FAQ page. I'll leave a link for this in the description below. As mentioned, it is completely free, and to note, I don't have any affiliation with this app, but overall it's quite easy to use. So once you're on the app page, click install, and let's begin the installation sequence. If you're comfortable with the permissions, I'll hit install again, and this brings us to our homepage here. So by default, the FAQ page is going to be available on this URL here. So I'll open this up in a new tab. It just says FAQs and it has nothing on the page because we don't have any FAQs created. Before we go and add some, let's head to settings on the left-hand side. As what we first need to do is enable the app embed for this application. So it's going to work with our Shopify theme. So I'll click on Go to Theme Editor here. This is going to open up my currently active version of Shopify Dawn. We can see it's toggled on, and all we have to do is hit save in the top right to finalize those changes. I'm going to go back to the previous tab here, and below our settings we can also see different templates on how we want this to look, and we get some customization on the text colors, answer text colors, the categories and colors of the sidebar. But for now, I'll leave all of these as the default, and let's go and add some FAQs, and then we can decide what we want to add in so we can see it on the page. So on the left hand side, I'll head back to the FAQ page homepage, and let's scroll down to the FAQ section. Adjust my screen size here, and there are two ways which we can add FAQs. We can add categories, so these categories could be shipping, product quality questions, and these are going to be the overall categories, and underneath each of those, we can have questions and answers for these FAQs. So for example, I could add a new category. I could call this shipping. For the icon, I could just search for maybe shipping, and I can see a delivery truck, so I'm fine with that. I get options whether to hide this FAQ category on the main page when you use it on the product page, or I could hide the FAQ category name. I'll just leave these unchecked. I'll hit save, and if I click on shipping now, I can then go and add specific questions. I could add a question such as, how much does shipping cost? I could write in my answer. It's going to depend on your store. Could just say shipping is free over $50. I could bold this if I wanted to. I could click save, and I've now added a question. I can then edit it or remove it. I can add an additional question such as, how long does shipping take? It takes 2 weeks on average. I just wanted to add a second question here, as once we have multiple, if we hover over this gray section, we can then drag it around our page if we want to reorder it in a specific way. So if I open up the URL here where the default FAQ page is, open link in new tab, and then I can see my FAQs have been added. I have my general category and shipping as well. If I click on the left-hand sidebar here, I can then expand each of these FAQs. And if I head back to the settings section, I can then change how I want this to look. Maybe I want an accordion. If I hit save there, I can go reload my FAQ page, and it's going to slightly adjust how they look. Now, in terms of how you want it enabled on your store, it's going to depend on the exact customizations you want to have, such as changing the background color, or if you want to change things such as the category sidebar styling. Additionally, there is also the option to add a new language or a main FAQ section by clicking this button here. This lets you select a new language if you choose to do so. If you've made any sales on Shopify, you know how hard it is to keep track of how much profit your store has actually made. That's where our sponsor Profit Calc comes in, the one-click profit calculator available for your Shopify store. Once set up, all you have to do is select the date range you're looking for to get real-time calculations, including all your ad spend from Facebook, Google, Snapchat, Bing, Pinterest, and TikTok, as well as many dropshipping cost of goods sold integrations. And it's going to include all the fees from your cost of goods sold to your transaction fees. And it's going to give you tons of different details, metrics, and analytics so you can make smarter business decisions and truly understand your store's performance. There's a 15-day free trial so you can test drive everything for yourself, and I'll leave a link in the description below for the Shopify app listing. You could also search for it in the Shopify App Store by searching for Profit Calc and then looking for this logo in the top left. But there's a 15-day free trial, so make sure you check it out for yourself. So this is going to conclude the video on how to add an FAQ page to Dawn using a completely free Shopify app. If this app helped at all, I would love it so much if you smash that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, leave a comment, but thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.